Welcome back, soul family. Yes, I am back again with another video, another life story. Okay, I'm letting you guys into my world. I'm letting you guys in. So come on in, grab a seat, grab your coffee, grab your tea. Okay, grab whatever you guys do to chill. Okay, and come on in. And I'm gonna it's kind of an extended version to my 2 miscarriage videos. I will link those in the description box if you guys didn't see. If you're new here, welcome. But if you're coming from the miscarriage videos, part 1 and 2, I will link those in the description so you guys can kind of go back and catch up to what I'm discussing today. And that is my baby being born at 26 weeks and 1 day. So let's rewind. Let's do the rewind sound. So I've had 4 pregnancies back to back. 2 losses. One, my first loss was a late loss, so I had to deliver him. Second one was about 16 weeks, 17 weeks. Well, I had to get a DNC for that. So a under anesthesia procedure for that miscarriage. Then I had at 36 and 1 day, I had a 6-pound 9-ounce baby boy. After, I went through being on bed rest and trying to get my babies here, I got my baby. I got my blessing. And then go to my 6-week follow-up, find out that I'm pregnant again. So yes, all 4 boys. I am the boy mom. My baby girl will be here one of these days, hopefully very soon. But if not, then somebody's trying to get somebody's angry. Somebody trying to get somewhere fast in life. The energy is heavy. But no. But yes, I have 4 boys. I am a boy mom. But yeah, one day my little girl's gonna come running some stuff around here. But for now, I did. So when you go watch the video, when I went back for my 6-week follow-up to find out I was pregnant with my 4th pregnancy, I cried. And people have to understand, when you have hormonal differences after you have babies. After I've been on bed rest, my body has changed. When I had my son, the 3rd one, which was a live birth, when I had him, I had preeclampsia. So that pregnancy, that delivery, at the end was very hard for me. When I had my baby, I still was having blood clots. They had to, come, and I had to be monitored. I was having headaches. They had to give me medication. Like, I couldn't enjoy that moment. And then the father, we're both new parents. I don't know where his head was or his head space was, but when the father's really not present mentally, then it's not going to feel like you have support there. When they're on their phone, earphones, kind of checked out, sleeping, getting the perfect rest, but not really having compassion about what you just been through and about how your body feels like it's breaking down, not really giving you that love and support. And ladies, we have to watch out for those signs too. Those are red flags. Those are things that we have to watch out too for in relationships. When something that is serious like this going on, and you see how they respond, how their actions are, how they interact with the situation, that tells you a lot. But so I was really at a point in my life where I was seeing those things. So I wasn't ready to become a mom all over again, just that soon. But not to say that I didn't want my baby, not to say that my baby is not a blessing. And that's why we're here in this video. Okay. So let's get into my baby being born at 26 weeks and 1 day. So that's why I was trying to say that when I cried, it was just a mother being overwhelmed, not having the support of her family, not having the support of your partner's family. People, they come see the baby. You come in like a baby's art at an art museum. Like, people want to come, I want to come see the baby, I want to come hold the baby. But when the times when you need rest, when the baby is crying and up, not saying that that's not what babies do, but when you don't know as a first-time mother what to expect, how to cope with these things after your body is still trying to catch up hormonally. You know, you don't have that support net around you, you know, that's telling you like, okay, go get some rest while I watch the baby. Go take a shower while I watch the baby. You know, I was told that I was babying my baby. My baby's a crybaby. I don't put him down enough because every time I put him down, he will cry. And, you know, after the next story, the next video, I will show you that, you know, let you know about my kids and their special needs and their disabilities. So then I didn't know. So I was just told, you know, that I'm not doing enough. I'm not a good mom. I'm babying my son. I'm giving him, just pacifying him with bottles, or, you know, I was always put down instead of told different ways I could handle being a first-time mom. Even getting love, even getting the love that I thought I would get. You know, there was no baby showers, there was no parties, which I threw many of events for people, but in those moments, in these special moments, I didn't have the love and support from anybody, friends. And mind you, I had friends and people that supported me. You know, you have hundreds of thousands of friends on Facebook at the time, but nobody really truly cared about me and the whole situation that I've been going through. But that's okay, nor here or there. I have a close connection with the Creator, and that's what it was meant for. But anyway, back to my baby. So after I went back for my 6-week follow-up, they told me I was pregnant. My doctor was like, you gotta stop. Like, your body needs a break. Seriously. I don't want to see you back here after this baby for a few years, which I am, doc, you see, I ain't seen you. I took your advice, okay? I slowed down and I left the toxic relationship. Okay, anyway, so my baby's born at 26 weeks and 1 day. Mind you, on the other video, miscarriage video, my water start to, so let's rewind, let's back it on up. So I have an insufficient cervix at the time I was having a baby. We're not claiming that right now. I'm claiming healthy pregnancies moving forward, healthy cervix, healthy pregnancy. So that was in the past. But prior to this, I had an insufficient cervix. So that means my cervix will go into labor and my water will break before I'm supposed to give birth. Okay, boom. So around 19 weeks and some change, I went to one of my appointments. They were saying that they were seeing water leaking and my cervix was getting smaller. So they were coming to the planner like, okay, come back next week, and we will see how short it's gotten, your cervix, and what am I trying to say? The water, you know, I can't believe the word, the water inside. I know these slangos, but it's not coming to me right now. But so they were measuring, you know, how much fluid was in covering the baby, just to make sure that he was going to get enough fluid. Okay, bam. So that's 20 weeks. Next week we go. So they're like, if you want to have this baby, there's no walking. You can't, because we had stairs at the place that we had. So it was like a 3-story townhome. And our room was all the way at the top of the stairs. So I couldn't walk up the stairs or anything. So they're like, we have to put you in the hospital. If you want to save your baby, we're going to have to put you in the hospital. You're going to have to lay on bed rest until you have the baby. It could be 5 weeks from now. It could be 6 weeks from now. It could be a week from now. Whatever it is, if you want to try to save the baby, you have to stay off your feet as much as possible. I was already on bed rest. I already gained almost at probably that pregnancy before like 50 pounds, 60 pounds, because altogether I gained 100 pounds with all my pregnancies. But my baby wasn't even 1 yet. My baby I just had, he wasn't even 1 yet. We really didn't have the support. So his dad was going to have to take full responsibility for him while I'm in the hospital until I deliver the baby. So we're like, whatever we gotta do, we gotta do. Let's make it work, you know, regardless of if I wanted to do it or not. I'm gonna do it because Mama Bear is gonna do what she gotta do for her baby to get here. So my baby was in there chilling, kicking. They was doing ultrasounds, measuring the water around him, and you know, he was doing pretty good still. I only could get up to go to the bathroom, so I had to stay in the bed. He would come bring my son to come visit me. I would cry, like I'm getting emotional right now. I would cry because I miss my baby so much, and I felt like I was bonding with him, but I didn't get that time. And so he would bring him to the hospital and you know, let me bond with him while he slept. And I just bonded with my son. And just when they left, I just felt like a part of me just left, and I didn't have nobody to come up there. My late cousin who passed away, she used to come up there and, you know, sit with me and keep me company. But it was a hard time in my life because my relationships was on the rocks. I couldn't spend the time with my baby and my body. I just felt like, you know, I was just trying so hard to be a mom and to make my relationship work and just to do everything. And sorry, I don't know, like crying because things that come up and you think about it just still gets to you, because those moments you can't get back. And but you know, I'm glad that he was able to be with his father, regardless of whatever, you know, he was doing. But I'm glad that he was able to you know, be with his father so he can see me and so he can come see me. So that was just, you know, a lot for me. So being there, I was there for 6 weeks, one day. I was on the phone with my child's father, and then I was just telling him, I'm just like, I don't feel right. I think he's about to come. It was like that night I talked to him, but then I talked to him again that morning, and it was like 5, 6 o'clock that morning, maybe like 4 or 5. And I'm just like, I feel him coming. I know he's about to come. Like, I feel all the labor pains, and I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I'm cramping or whatever. I don't know what's going to happen. So he's just like, all right, whatever, I'm on my way. So I'm like, all right. Right when I hung up with him, I could feel the baby's head coming. So I had to call the nurse, and they, like, my team, I tell you, my team is just so I remember I told you in the other videos, I had 2 doctors, and my other doctor delivered my first son, the first baby I had. And then my other doctor, the second doctor, she was able to deliver my other son. So my team was there. They was ready. And so I had to go get the cerclage taken out, mind you, because they had that in to keep him in. So I had to go get that taken out first, and then they had to go start the delivery process. And as they took the cerclage out, and they taking me into my room, and I get there, my child's father and my son's there. So mind you, my son, he's not even 1 yet, and he's like, I want my mom. He's trying to get to me, and he's just chilling. And then I'm in pain because I don't get any medication, nothing. They're like, okay, let's go. We're about to push, about to get ready to get him here, but don't push yet because the team ain't here. So they had to get the whole NICU team. It was like 7, 8, 9 doctors in the room. They had like the whole team ready. And then, so I'm pushing, and then my son, he's just there like waiting for his brother to come. And that's why their relationship right now is just unbreakable. Like, they be tag teaming me. Like, don't be talking to my brother like that. Don't be so their bond is unbreakable. It's because he's seen him come into the world. I am just crying because this story got to me. because I get to see the miracle every day. I get to see my son every day and see how far he's come. So it still gets to me that I still can't believe he's here. But I'm pushing, I'm getting the doctors is there, and he comes out. I mean, they get him out. I mean, I think that was one of the most special moments too, like in the delivery, like, cause I can feel everything. I wasn't sick. I didn't have a headache or anything. So I felt all the pain. I mean, like all the emotions, all the pains of labor. And even though it hurt like heck, and he still only came out 1 pound, 1 ounce, I felt everything. And that's what I love that. Like, I love that for me, that I was able to feel that labor. I was able to push him out. I was able to do it naturally, which I did the other one naturally too, but I had to have medication with him. Okay. But I did him, I got him here naturally, and he came out 1 pound, 1 ounce, crying, his little cry. Oh my goodness. And I'm gonna insert a picture after this. Okay. You gonna see, but he came out crying, and they, you know, we took our picture, and they were like, okay, come on, team. They were on it. They were like, okay, we got to get, you know, dad scene, mom scene. Let's go. We got to go to the NICU. They're doing their big one. Okay. And I'm not even going to lie. This was the first week or whatever of COVID, of that outbreak. So my baby was born right when COVID came, and nobody could get in. You had to have masks. You couldn't have people coming in. But, you know, when they was reeling my baby down the hall, my dad came. People came. You know, people start coming. But at that time, it was just it was a blessing, but it was just all like, what just happened? Like, I just held a baby in my palm. He cried, he's here, and they're doing all they can to save him. And I didn't get any bad news. They did say that they may need to do a blood transfusion. They need to, you know, do all this other stuff. But my babies, they're both soldiers, but he just knocked down every obstacle that they thought was coming his way. I'm talking about, he was strong, and he's breathing, and he's just, I'm gonna insert some pictures too, don't worry. And he just was, you know, he is my strongest angel. His name, Archangel Michael. So he always protecting us. Okay, don't play with me. And he's named after his uncle too, Michael. So, and he was strong, and he was loved, and he touched a lot of people too. And so his name holds power, and he holds it well, because when he came, he had, you know, was just strong. So mama had him. I'm going up to the hospital. Me, his brother, dad, we're going to the hospital every day, seeing him. Mind you, we have to drive like almost an hour to get there, but it's okay. We're going to see him every day. He's doing good. I'm pumping. I'm getting breast milk. I'm feeding him breast milk. I'm going back and forth. I'm doing all I can to get him strong, you know? And then they send him home. Like, I'll say he was in there for about a month, and then they sent him home on oxygen, which I'm like, what? But they're training us in the hospital, but still I'm like, I have a baby, then I have to have a pump with this oxygen, carrying around with another small baby still, because he still was a little thinking, but he was so too my stink. But and then so they sent me home though. I think just because COVID too, they didn't want him to like catch an infection and then be there too long. Whatever it was, they sent him home. But don't trip, because he's still covered and he's still protected by the Most High. Okay. So I, as a mom, I just panic, you know, because he's breathing heavy. His chest is, you know, doing this, and he's, you know, so I'm just like getting scared. So you can't call the hospital that you left from. You got to call whoever your primary care is going to be, which he was dope too. But, you know, if Dr. Danielson, if you watching this, I ain't going to say what state you are from, but you know me and you know who you are. You are a bad man. I was going to say mamma jamma, but you a bad man, because when I called the clinic, and he called me back. And then he's like, you take the baby in to Children's, and you don't let them discharge him until he's off the oxygen. Period. Point blank. Period. Okay. So don't play with him. But I ain't even gonna lie. Children's, you did your big one too. Stop playing with them. They save my baby life too. They saving babies' lives. But went in there. I'm talking about I was greeted by an amazing, don't get me to start crying again. Don't get me to start crying again. But I was greeted by an amazing team. Like they made me feel so comfortable. They made me feel like at ease, like your baby's in good hands. From here on out, don't even worry about nothing. I'm talking about they treated my baby like they baby. Like he was spoiled. You're talking about I spoiled my, the NICU spoils them babies. The NICU spoils them babies now. NICU, I love you. You are truly a blessing from the Most High, okay? But the NICU, they did all they could. He was in there for like 5 months, though. Because he had to, suck, swallow, learn how to do everything that he didn't get to do in the womb, outside the womb. Big dog was ready to come, and he was ready to stay, okay? He was not going nowhere. He's like, I'm here to stay. And my NICU team, I have so many pictures and stuff. I ain't gonna flood you guys' timeline, but I will one of these days. But like we were going up to the NICU, and it's crazy how the dad is there. The dad's there all the time. The dad's bonding. The dad's there, and it's a beautiful picture. At that moment, it's a beautiful picture. I'm thinking that our relationships, gonna come back together. Our little family's gonna get back together. He's gonna, open his eyes to see that, okay, the 2 losses before this is what we're supposed to be pouring into. But when you're from a certain background and you really don't know how to handle emotions, life, trauma, family, just new things, it just tends to fall apart. But no love lost. And that's why I want to get this out, because I know you guys are probably like, who is her child's father? You guys are gonna probably go look and try to find out. You guys ain't playing on here. But I don't not like him. I don't dislike him. I just don't like the way that children were handled. Abandoning your children is not okay. Being there and then not being there, that's not okay. That's traumatic to children. Coming in and out, not pouring into your children and making them seem like they were a nuisance, or they were not wanted. And I just want women to know that when you go through something like this, especially having miscarriages, going through real life experiences, you have to have a long life partner beside you. Someone that's gonna help you through the ups and downs, that's gonna cry with you, that's gonna make mistakes with you, that's gonna not want to use your relationship as a platform for their audience. That family is not a decoy for you to go cheat, or for you to think that you're a good man, or becoming a parent is not a decoy to you being a good person. So no love lost to my child's father, but this is going to be the last video I keep saying my child's father, okay? Because we're not giving that no energy. Because these are beautiful children that were brought into this world and planned to be brought into this world, and are blessings. Our baby was born at 26 weeks and 1 day and was in the NICU and learning how to navigate in life, eat, has sensitivity to eating, and it's a lot to it. He has to take an inhaler every day. He has to take a nebulizer. He has to, he does have some medical issues. He couldn't breathe. He had to get a heart procedure. So he has a stent in his heart. So he has to see a cardiologist, pulmonology. He does have to have ongoing care, but he is growing. He is 70-something pounds now. He's almost bigger than his brother, almost taller than his brother. yeah, he's, you know, he's loving. He loves his mom. He gives the best forehead kisses, okay? Yeah, he's like, I'm opening that eye, mom. You know, keep that, stay woke, okay? Stay loving yourself. Always remember where you came from and who you are. So my boys, I mean, they are just the most blessing, the most loving, and this the most special thing that could happen to me. Like, it changed my whole life. It changed how I looked at life. It changed how I looked at others. It changed how I communicate with others. It taught me patience. It taught me how to be kind. It taught me how to sit down and become the woman I'm supposed to be. Like, becoming a mother has changed me so much. So that's why in the next video, I'm going to tell you that, you know, even becoming a mother, you know, father not being there, leaving us, regardless of that, my children do have special needs. You know, they are very special, and they are chosen, okay, for a reason, and they are chosen just for me. So I will just kind of explain on the next video how I had to transition from, you know, NICU, the hospital, to 0 to 3, as far as going to get like therapies, speech therapies, occupational therapies, and different services, because I did see the difference between, you know, other children and my children, that the milestones were not being met. And that's all. And I got the help that they needed, and just kind of navigating life as a autism, ADHD, sensory mom. You know, I love it. You know, it's teaching me that communication is always how to listen, how to be patient, how to take my time and register and process what my children are trying to say to me, because sometimes we miss it. Even if somebody speaks to you, we miss it. We have to go back and we have to think about it later, like, is that what they said? Is that what they meant? Instead of just taking the time and actually processing things. Okay, so yeah, so that's my baby. He's born at 26 weeks and 1 day, and it is possible for your baby to survive even earlier than 26 weeks and 1 day, which I didn't know. But to my preemie mommies, to my NICU mommies, hello. We are survivors, okay? We are survivors, my NICU mommies. But yeah, and shout out to the NICU nurses, the NICU families, the NICU support. We love you. And shout out to the family that supports new mothers, mothers that are going through, and mothers that are transitioning from being with no kids to having kids, or just, you know, from being in a toxic relationship to navigating being a single mother. Or fathers, if you a NICU daddy, hey NICU daddies, I love you too. Yes, it's not just about the mommies, and there's NICU daddies too, and there's dads that are single dads too. So shout out to you guys too. I love you too. Keep being a good parent. Keep loving on them babies. Keep telling your story. It's your testimony. It's only a season in your life to season your future. Okay, come on now, you're leveling up. It's up from here. It's up. So yes, I love you guys. Thank you for listening to my story, my baby story. I know I've been going on and on about everything else, but everything leads up to the blessing, okay, at the end. Okay, so everybody that's in the NICU right now, you gonna go home, and we wishing no oxygen and no difficulties or no issues, okay? Them NICU babies are strong now, I tell you. And so I love you all. I'll see you on the next video, and we're gonna just talk about my babies and how special they are. And my autism mommies, love you too. All right, see you guys on the next one.